What's good, everybody? Welcome to Whole Views. Thank you for clicking that thumbnail. My name is Corey, and today we're going to talk about the Marvel news coming out of Comic Con. So, several different things that we could talk about here. First, we're going to start with like the lesser information and then move toward the bigger stuff. Talk about expectations versus reality and all those things. We got to start off with Harrison Ford doing his Red Hulk thing. Not a huge deal, I'll be honest with you. It's just worth noting that it happened. And so, hey, it happened. Not a big deal. I will say it does kind of help with the idea of Harrison Ford buying into the world that he's a part of. You know, sometimes bigger name actors come into these comic book films and they kind of phone it in, or they'll get the check and then go back and talk about how it's not real acting and it's not real movies. And the truth is, all of it's a really tough job. And so I'm glad to see that he's enthusiastic about it. And that's all we got to say about that one. Second thing, we get a real quick glimpse at Galactus, and in 4 seconds, Galactus looks 10 times better than he did in the other version of Galactus from like the 2006 or 2009. I don't remember what year that Fantastic Four came out, but he was a puff of smoke. He was in a space cloud. It was horrible. And so I'm glad that we don't have that version to stay with us. We're going to get a different, more comic book accurate version of the character. And again, 4 seconds is already better than anything we've ever gotten. But the real big news coming out of Comic-Con is that Robert Downey Jr. has been selected to play Victor Von Doom, or a variant of Doom, in the MCU. So now the new Avengers movie is called Doomsday, and it's introducing Doom. And that's cool, man. I really like to see it. You know, we started off with the multiverse saga following Endgame. Even though they have departed from Kang and the Kang dynasty, like that's out the window now, we do have the multiverse saga continuing, and we have Doom being the big bad, but also a variant of Tony Stark. Apparently, it's been done in the comics, and I think it's cool. I think it's cool. I know a lot of people are like saying this is a desperation move by Marvel. I 100% disagree with that. I don't think it's a desperation move. They don't need a hit as bad as people believe they need a hit. I did several videos talking about it. I think if you go back in the catalogs and just look at Marvel wins and losses, I did a video going through everything that they've done since Endgame. It's like 22 projects, and more than half of those are wins. They're just coming off a huge win with Deadpool and Wolverine that's released the same weekend. And so the idea that they need a hit and they're starving for a hit is just not true. It's a false narrative. That's my thoughts on that point. When it comes to other people's reactions. My other thought that I wanted to share with people about this is that the expectations is that this is going to put Marvel back on top, and it's going to be so good, or it's going to be so bad. Like, it's not going to be normal. It's not going to be natural. Like, please stop. It's going to be 2 years before we see anything from this. So just temper your expectations. Come into the situation with, hey, let's see what we get. If you do that, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. The last thing that I kind of want to talk about in relation to all this is just the idea, the thoughts that people have that whole, you know, these moments that we had with Tony Stark dying, like that moment means nothing. I feel like that's really nonsensical. Like, we had a moment with that character. We had a lineage of that character like being killed off, and all the memories that that character helped instill and all the big moments they had on screen were attributed to that version of Tony Stark. Seeing Tony Stark or Robert Downey Jr. play Victor Von Doom, and it's a variant of Tony, he has Tony's face, however they want to do it, it does nothing to diminish what Robert Downey Jr. did as Tony Stark and Iron Man. It just doesn't. I don't see it that way. If you see it that way, please let me know in the comment section. I totally disagree with that thought. And I think it'll be cool. But I'm also saying, like, let's wait and see. That's all we got for this one, y'all. Enjoy yourself, guard your heart, and go watch something good.